And here we go. Good evening to all my Bitcoin friends from across the globe. It is 6 p.m. here in the UK. I am Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master, wishing each and every one of you a strong Bitcoin hand. It is 6 p.m. on the 2nd of July 2020. Strong hand, people. You need that strong hand with this volatile Bitcoin market that we are in right now. As always, please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, bash the bell button so that you get notified when I go live. At the moment, YouTube seems to be doing what it should be doing, and that is notifying subscribers 30 minutes before I go live, and then again when I go live. So that's pretty good, but you got to hit the bell button and then tell it to notify you on all notifications, and then you'll know. But if you follow me on Twitter at UK Bitcoin Master, of course, I always tweet an hour before the show and a couple of minutes before the show, respectively. Excuse me. Just quickly, I want to look down the chat. I can see Jean is with us from Holland. Welcome. Casso, Zaza, Rocky Palumbo, Elaine, my lovely wife, Buffy, my lovely daughter, is in. I have also seen Wilco Delamar, welcome to you. I think that's the first time I've seen you here. You are really welcome. I've also seen Yorkshire Sat Stacker, not keen on the music. Well, each to their own, my friend. It is different every time I go live. So I can't please everyone all of the time. Who else have I seen? Rocky Palumbo is in the house from California. Welcome to you, Rocky. Basically, welcome everyone. If you want to get my attention, if you want me to give you a shout out, type in at UK Bitcoin Master before anything, and I will see it. It will highlight in orange, and I will clearly give you a shout out. No bother at all. If you're watching this on catch up in the future, down on the
Right hand side here, somewhere down here, there's a great big subscribe button. Hit that. And follow me on my other social media platforms that will come up at the end. So you've seen my disclaimer there. Anything I say during my shows, please don't take them as financial advice. They are not. It is just me, the UK Bitcoin Master, as it says there, giving my opinion and trying to give a bit of inspiration and look at some articles that are topical at the time of going live that I feel people might find useful. But if you are going to invest in Bitcoin, you need to do your own research. Don't listen to me. Only invest what you can afford to lose, obviously. Quickly, my website's there. ukbitcoinmaster.com is where you'll find all the videos I've done to date. And bitcoininterviews.com is where you will find all the live interviews I've also done to date. And if you do want to drop a lightning tip, a few Satoshis, there you go, tippin.me at UK Bitcoin Master. Chunkadunk, welcome to the show, my friend. Great to have you with us. Please, people, don't forget to hit that like button. That's really important. Okay, that's a couple of minutes in. I guess those that are going to join are going to join. So let's head over to the desktop and see what is going on in the world of Bitcoin today. Okay, so as you can see, Bitcoin is down. It's just a fraction over the 9,000 mark, 2.52% down over the last 24 hours. But when I said, and Dan, welcome to the chat. I've just noticed you've joined us. Hope you're feeling a bit better. When I said you need to have a strong hand, this is what I mean. Look, this market is so small that it can be manipulated so easily. Look at those red candles down. Wallop, down $200 or $300 there. Now, if you've got a strong Bitcoin hand, you don't care about the short-term markets, but it allows somebody to buy it a few $100s on sale because it will rebound back up again. So what you need to do, you need to get used to what happens with Bitcoin, because the whales want to just dump out. They then want to freak you out. If you're new to Bitcoin, you sell your Bitcoin, they then go and mop it up cheaper. Don't fall for it. Learn how to build that strong Bitcoin hand, people. Ignore stuff like this. This creates what we refer to as FUD. If you're new to this, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You must get that. Dan, love it. Bought the dip tonight. That's the name of the game here, people. When it goes down, get in and buy some. That's clear. Okay, so I found some articles. Let's have a look at. Here's the big news, obviously, that you've all heard about. Remember, I only go live on a Monday and a Thursday. So, I mentioned this on Monday. But just to come back to the PayPal situation again, this article is saying PayPal dabbling in crypto could make Bitcoin a mainstream payment option. So, in terms of, is that good for the space or bad for the space? When the media are talking like this, can only be good for it. It can only be good for the ultimate overall adoption of Bitcoin. So nothing I want to read to you here, just bringing to the fore, when you've got something as massive as PayPal now saying that they are going to have crypto payments, big deal, absolutely big deal. And it's going to help that Bitcoin becoming a mainstream payment option without a doubt. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki. I'm a big fan of Kiyosaki. He's promoting Bitcoin big time here. He's all over this. Now, you've got to remember that before Trump became president of the US, he was a big businessman. And Trump and Robert Kiyosaki are great friends. Okay, now obviously Trump is president and Robert Kiyosaki isn't. And Trump's, He will be manipulated by his Congress, etc. His hands are tied up like he never thought they would be. But the point is, these people were friends. And before Trump got into going for president, he had his own multi-level marketing business, the same as Trump. And they were on the bandwagon. Trump even wrote a book on the industry of MLM, multi-level marketing, free enterprise, whatever you want to call it. And Robert Kiyosaki, this is how I got to know him through my other business of network marketing, when Robert Kiyosaki was pump network marketing. So he is well respected around the world. So now all of a sudden, he's not now network marketing, he is pumping this Bitcoin. And he wrote, the Fed is dead. Loans to zombie CEOs cannot be paid back. In 2020, zombies owe 900 billion with declining, that should say, income. By 2021, zombie debt surpass 1.6 trillion. Got gold, silver, Bitcoin. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the tapestry of your destiny, says Marcus Aurelius. To combat this trend, alongside a potential debt crisis and money printing, Kiyosaki has effectively prescribed Bitcoin, silver and gold. He has mentioned those assets to his over 1 million followers ad nauseum over recent months. The Rich Dad Poor Dad author says that those assets are real money, while the fiat money printed by Federal Reserve is fake. Of course it is. It's printed backed by nothing, people. Kiyosaki isn't only bullish on Bitcoin in spirit, he has a price target for the cryptocurrency. He wrote in May that BTC could hit 75,000 in the next 3 years, while the two precious metals also perform well. So, here's the thing. Maybe gold and silver will do well. But my own personal belief is Bitcoin is the future. Digital currency is the future, not precious metals that can't be transported easily across borders. So yet again, another bullish sign for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominates crypto by brand recognition, says the UK FCA survey. Again, this is big news again. If I scroll down, it says, by far, Bitcoin has the strongest brand recognition amongst cryptocurrencies, according to a new report from the UK's Financial Conduct Authority. The report surveyed over 2,200 consumers and 658 cryptocurrency owners to find out about the people's crypto investment habits. And the report said Bitcoin leads the pack. The FCA asked consumers which cryptocurrency they had heard of. Bitcoin was by far the best known cryptocurrency. 78% of respondents have heard of it. The interesting thing as we look down, firstly, look at Bitcoin. It is out there in the stratosphere. But number 2 was Facebook's Libra coin, which is bizarre. When you consider that Bcash is a fork of Bitcoin, BSV is a fork of Bcash, so they're sort of linked to Bitcoin by name, and yet Libra sat there as the second node, maybe because it's a Facebook coin. The point is here again, people, that Bitcoin is dominating again by brand recognition, by its name. The fact that it's got 11 years of history, the fact that everyone's heard of Bitcoin, even if they don't understand it. I can see a lot of stuff going on in the chat. It's moving up and down, but if you want my attention, type my name. If not, carry on enjoying your conversation, people. I'll carry on talking about Bitcoin. Bank of America could treat transactions with Bitcoin as cash. Now, this is interesting because it says here, whoops, if my will scroll. Let me get that up so you can read it all. Right, and then I'm going to show you something. There's an image below uploaded to Reddit. Has started an intense debate in the crypto community. The letter of the Bank of America shows a change in the terms and conditions for the Bank of America credit card. According to the letter, all transactions related to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies could be treated as cash advance. In other words, the Bank of America may consider Bitcoin and altcoins to be a cash equivalent as shown in the image below. If the above applies, the Bank of America will begin treating these transactions as, in quotes, cash advances, and will make an adjustment to the fees related to that category of transaction. Now look at the letter. Look what's highlighted at the bottom there, people. The section titled Types of Transaction has been revised to clarify that cryptocurrency is considered a cash equivalent treated as a cash advance. This is in my opinion, a huge deal if it's a genuine Bank of America letter. Again, I can't vouch for that, but I'm just trying to bring you stuff here that just really highlights why I am so bullish on Bitcoin if the letter is genuine. Okay, right, Rocky Palumbo, UK Bitcoin Master. 3 Bank of America branches near me have been completely closed since last Friday. Well, that bodes well for the Bank of America card then, doesn't it? Whatever, just bringing the news to you that I find relevant to this show. Okay, what else if my computer will load? Which it isn't doing. Okay, there we go. This one, is it the calm before the storm? Bitcoin may be in the early innings of a new bull cycle. Now, again, your job, people, is to find this in the show notes afterwards and read it. So I'm not going to read it all to you. I'm just scrolling down, hopefully, if my computer will load, because it talks about Bitcoin as being in a sideways market. Now, that shouldn't faze anyone, because this is what can happen. What I'm trying to bring to you all, if my flipping computer will load here, you can see a bit of it there. According to Pantera Capita's letter from last week, there's a model, again, a Plan B model, which again, take with a grain of salt, but the dude from the Netherlands certainly seems to know his stuff. It says the model puts Bitcoin's price at $115,000 per Bitcoin by August next year. Now, for now, altcoins are outperforming the leading digital currency and is expected by the digital asset manager to continue to do so on and off over the remainder of 2020. They expect the bull market to mature in 2021 and altcoins to gain a significantly larger market share relative to Bitcoin. And that actually happened in 2017. The Bitcoin's market share went down, but it was still the dominant cryptocurrency. So there, I don't know what's going on, but my computer is freezing a bit. There is Plan B stock to flow model, and apparently this red dot now is now set. And, you know, if his model is right, we could see 115,000 Bitcoin in 2021, mid-2021. Will it happen? None of us know that. None of us have got a crystal ball. We can't predict the future. The point is, it is good to have a hedge in Bitcoin. Have some Bitcoin holdings just in case this thing does happen. But you know what? Nobody can predict it. That's for sure. And this one, just something that I wanted to bring to the fore. It is from April this year, but you know, the virus is still bringing out the hackers that are now, hacking into, healthcare systems and the like. And of course, as crypto and Bitcoin grows and gets more bullish, you're going to see more of this. So why am I showing this? Because if you're new to all of this, you must, absolutely must, ensure that you look after your computer. You ensure there's no spyware, no malware on it. Get a new computer if you can. Bitcoin Sue, who's in the chat, I've been working with very closely, has just ordered her Mac that should be with her tomorrow, and then we'll get her set up, etc., etc. I am a Mac person, way less viruses than Windows machines. There's a debate that could rage forever, but the point is, make sure you got no malware, spyware, keep your antivirus up to date, because if they're going to hack, big mainframes, there's no reason why the hackers can't come after you once they know that you hold Bitcoin. Quick interlude, if I may, as always, check out justlearnbitcoin.com, not for, any other reason. The number one, if you can look, they got cracking bracelets. I always wear my bracelet for the show. It's a great talking point. Anything to do with wallet setup, backup, storage solutions, end-of-life planning, vanity addresses, questions about mining, consultations on absolutely everything. You can check them out. They've got some great merch over there from the bracelets you've just seen. Actually, if you go to btcbracelets.com, you can get a 25% off some of these wicked looking bracelets. Their apparel store has got everything you could ever want to promote it. I get my Bitcoin shirts done here in the UK from a company in London that deal with me direct and give me a deal for promoting them every time. But equally, Dan's got some great merch over there. Excuse me, bit of a tickle. Also, if you check out the inside of the homepage, Dan, hang on. Any important tips for my first time transferring my Bitcoin to my Trezor? Dan, if you haven't done it before, you want to get somebody to help you, because one slip up and you're in the mire, my friend. This is what I'm going to be doing with Sue, hopefully tomorrow. Listen, even if you're techie, sometimes it's a really good idea to get somebody to help you on that and give them a tiny bit of Bitcoin to do it right. Even if it's £100, that £100, you've got to treat your security moving it to your Trezor as if that £100 has 50x'd, because that's the reality of what could happen with it. So just my input there, Dan. If you know what you're doing and you're savvy, okay, but do you really know what you're doing? No disrespect, I don't know you, but I was scared to death when I was moving my Bitcoin onto my Trezor and decided to take some help and some advice, and I would encourage you to do that as well. Gary O'Connell, welcome, my good man. Great to have you with us. In moving on, peeps, click on this black button just inside the Just Learn Bitcoin homepage and head over here and find out about this lovely guy, Phil Volman, Pastor Phil. We call him Pastor Phil because he's 16 years in the church. He was in the American military at the time of the Vietnam War. His family have done a lot for society, bringing up disabled children as their own. You can see here all the supporters so far of Pastor Phil. If you scroll down, there's a couple of videos that explains how he was scammed out of his 14.2 Bitcoin. If you click on the family story tab, you can read in one scroll up. There it is. The family story, which is gut-wrenching. I would urge you to read that. And finally, Rocky's put the Rocky Palumbo, who's with us, has put up the transaction ID of the hacker. Now, back to you, Dan. Phil was doing a firmware update on his Trezor. He knew his way around his Trezor, and yet one wrong click. And as you can see in this narrow box, the second last transaction, 14 Bitcoin. The very last one, no Bitcoin. All gone because he made one fatal oversight when he was doing a firmware update. So Dan, if you've never done this before, seriously, my friend, take the consultation, pay the 0.001 Bitcoin. I can help you do that. Somebody else, Rocky Palumbo, can help you do that. There are people that can help you get that right one time only, and then you can watch it or record it on a Zoom call or a Skype call with them, and then you can literally play that back and play it back, and just that one consultation could save you losing all your Bitcoin in the future. Up to you, my friend, but honestly, I would strongly encourage it. But if on all of these pages, if you click the link, it will take you over to this page, Tallycoin, where you can make a tiny donation. And if we can get even Phil 1 Bitcoin back, it would be great. But I'm continuing with this cause because hopefully, if you guys share this out, we might get a whale that might see it, that might come in and donate half a Bitcoin or 1 Bitcoin because it means nothing to them because they got maybe 150 of them. I don't know. That's my goal, to keep pushing Phil's cause, because Phil's not just someone out there on the internet. He's a lovely guy that my wife and I have got to know. He didn't deserve this to happen to him. He really didn't. And I just want us to help him get some of that Bitcoin back. So back to the show, back to some tweets I found. Jimmy Song, I found a few of his recently that I like. He is a Bitcoin OG. Bitcoin, let's end the Fed by creating a fixed, credible monetary policy. Thumbs up to that one. Every other coin. Let's end the Fed by creating a centralized organization that does the same things the Fed does, just controlled by different people. Which one do you want to be involved in, people? For me, it is the Bitcoin overlay, without a doubt. Nick Szabo, you can securely control neither your land nor your digitally centralized financial assets without the help of the government. Thus, the locality and importance of legal ownership in these things. You can, however, securely control your globally seamless Bitcoin without the help of any government. Which one again do you want to be involved in? Now, this guy here, Stefan Molyneux, I forgot his name. He's been banned from YouTube. Now, you may know him, may not know him, so I'm sorry, but he's huge on YouTube, on Twitter, and on YouTube he's got close to 1 million followers, but he's outspoken, and his YouTube channel's gone, and he's moved over to BitChute, which I'm on as well, and I encourage you to Google BitChute and find me at UK Bitcoin Master and follow me there too. The reason I'm showing this is because he's already surpassed 50,000 subscribers, and he's basically saying, up yours, YouTube. For me, I've just got my channel back. I don't want it to go again, but if it does, all my videos are up on BitChute. So please do follow me there. Dennis Parker, I love this one. Verifying gold versus verifying Bitcoin. This is awesome. How the hell do you verify this gold is real? There's a lot of fake gold out there. I'll show you the last tweet in a second. And yet this QR code, and you can verify your Bitcoin is bona fide and it's real. I love that one. Gold, people see it as it's got value, but I'm telling you, try cutting a corner off this gold and then trying to pay for something with it, or taking it through an airport departure lounge, and see if you're arrested and taken into a room and grilled on why you're trying to take this bit of gold through customs. And yet, if you've got your seed words stored in your brain, you can walk through any airport and go to any country in the world with $1 billion of Bitcoin in your brain. Buy a Trezor when you get to that country, re-enter those seed words, and your Bitcoin is now on that new Trezor. You are never going to do that with gold, people. which leads me to this final tweet. Now, this first part is from the author of the Bitcoin Standard, Safadina Moose. A quantity, 20% of China's annual gold production was found to be fake. China is the world's largest gold producer. How much fake gold is out there? Could gold's market supply be growing at 5 to 15% every year because of all the fake gold? And then the response to that by somebody I follow, Bitcoin Tina. And Bitcoin Tina said, running a Bitcoin node, as I do, it's over in the corner purring away. A Bitcoin node allows me to give my family privacy. It allows me to help support the Bitcoin overall network. It gives me some security. My Trezor hides behind the Electrum wallet to help my security and privacy. So he says running a Bitcoin node and verifying one's transactions is stupid easy. I'm not technical, but I can do it. It's become very simple, assuming one has a reason to verify, i.e. you care about your money. Some don't care, and they buy fake counterfeit gold or other currencies. That's okay. It is down to the individual. As Bitcoin Meister says, take personal responsibility for your sovereignty in the Bitcoin overlay for sure. So I hope you found some of those useful. As always, you know me and quotes. I love them. And I love this one. People get fidgety and agitated when nothing's going on in Bitcoin. That is where you need to be calm. That is where you need to get on with life. Stop feeling you need to do something with your Bitcoin. Because in that 4-year cycle between the halvings, what appears to be becoming abundantly clear is you have a halving. Then nothing much happens. And then the next year you get a massive pump up. Then people maybe want to take a bit of profit off the top or just hold. And then it crashes back down. And then there's a couple of years of a bear market. Yeah? Then there's a halving. And then nothing much happens. And then the following year, there's a massive pump up again. You're going to need to get used to the fact that the majority of that period of time, nothing much is going on with Bitcoin. That is where the mainstream media FUD machine wants to kick in and tell you that that is it. It's all over for Bitcoin and crypto. It's dead. It's going to zero. So when you feel like quitting, let's change that. When you feel like selling out, think about why you started in the first place. Out of the corner of my eye, I've just seen Bitcoin to the moon down in Australia, and he is still in the chat, and he is still commenting, and it is, I believe, about 3:30 in the morning down there. Man, you are a good friend, BTTM. I won't say your name. You and I know each other well. We've met when you were over in the UK. You're not only a good friend, you are an incredible supporter of my show. And I thank you, dude. I really do. As I thank each and every one of you for your support on this show. Even my good friend Gary, who actually gave me the Bitcoin call, who just comes on the show and has flirtatious comments. Gary, you're welcome, my friend. Peeps, just ignore him a little bit. He's always cracking jokes. And I've got to know Gary. He is the eternal joker. So not only Bitcoin to the moon, do I thank you immensely for your support at that time of the morning down under, but I thank all of you that are my regulars. All I ask people is go away and find 2 or 3 of your friends that want to be educated on Bitcoin, that want to be involved for 2 30-minute sessions a week with inspiration, Bitcoin positive talk. Tell them about my channel. Tell them to come over and at least check it out. And then if they like it, like and subscribe. And I'll do all I can to grow the community, to grow the overall global adoption. 40-minute show at a time, twice a week, 100 a year. I'll do my bit for you, me, and the general Bitcoin space. So peeps, that's the show for today. Please like this, share it, subscribe to the channel, bash the bell button so you get notified. Tweet it out on Twitter. Follow me on, when this show ends, I always put up my social media link. So you can pause this on catch up and then go over and follow me on some of those platforms. You're not going to be inundated with stuff. Just by following me, if for any reason the crazy Bitcoin YouTube algorithm decides to take me down again for no reason whatsoever, at least you know where to find me. So I would encourage you to at least do that. So peeps, thanks for your support as always. If I didn't give you a shout out on the show, my apologies. There's a lot I have to cover. Plus, the show notes are going nuts. I can see them there. I'm going to be back on Monday, 6 p.m. UK time with my regular Bitcoin show. Because it is my show, I'm going to indulge. People, before you leave, do me a favour. Just type in the chat, happy birthday, Buffy W, my daughter, for tomorrow. It's her birthday tomorrow, and let's give her a bit of love, people. That is what this community is about. Pastor Phil, you're welcome, my man. I know that you've been not listening, but in the show with your sound off because you're at work. So everyone, give a happy birthday to Buffy. I'd really, really appreciate it for tomorrow. I'm out of here, peeps. Thanks, as always, for your support. I'm gone. Click on the boxes as they come up at the end if you're on YouTube. If you're listening to this on the podcast, of course, you can't do that, but your support is appreciated over there as well. And of course, on all the other platforms, you won't see the squares come up, only on YouTube. I'm gone. Social media links coming up. Catch you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. I am Brian, UK Bitcoin Master, signing off for now. Catch you all on Monday.